Well, I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad we're here.
This is nice that we're doing this.
Yeah.
This is really good. You may know, joining us today, that this is our first rodeo.
Yeah.
And then technically kind of our second, because we did attempt to film these already and we both went, that wasn't it.
Yeah.
It was actually really bad.
Yeah.
Because I think our goal when we come here is to be really intentional and mindful of the content that we put out, because we want to be a safe and loving space that people enjoy to be. And I think the first round people were like, I don't want to be here.
We didn't want to be here.
We
so
didn't
were
want to
like,
be here. So anyway, welcome to the Lore Zone. We are your hosts, Paizley, Laura.
And Cali, Rockowitz.
And we are notoriously self-deprecating humans, so we thought it would be a nice thing to do to introduce each other as opposed to introducing ourselves, because maybe we wouldn't say as nice things about ourselves.
I just realized I didn't even think of preparing anything.
You haven't prepared a moment?
But you are so easy to talk about. So
that's really nice. Yeah. I've definitely had many a nights where I think about what I'm going to say in this moment. And I think I think I'll go first.
I was going to say, I have to go after you then?
Well, I just have little snippets and we'll see if they come out of my mouth.
And then maybe it'll help me structure
the
love I have for you.
And it's important to structure your love you have for each other.
Yeah.
So Cali Rockowitz is one of the most creative and talented people I've ever met in my life. I am very fortunate to call her my best friend for the last 5 years, which I think is an important thing you should know about her. She is a founder of a brand called Sorry Dad, which has definitely been on your timeline a time or two. And she...
Side note, this feels like when people sing happy birthday and you don't know what to do. Anyways,
you're over here like,
yeah. Okay, go on.
No, that's for sure what I'm going to do. Or I'll cry.
Okay,
who knows?
Perfect.
And my before I get into my feelings, let me also say this. She's an unbelievable painter. She has creative directed many of Peach Honey shoots. She is my human version of Google. She is one of the most knowledgeable people I know, and I trust implicitly because I only want to inherit information when people tell me. I'm very susceptible to misinformation campaigns. And
Part of her charm.
Callie makes sure that I don't do that.
She calls me, she's like, I'm worried. I'm like, don't be.
Yeah, don't be. It's fine. So she's incredibly smart. She is got a really dedicated way about her where if she wants something, she will just go and do it. And
a curse.
It's a blessing and a curse. And then when we talk about my feelings, I've always told her this, that she was one of the very integral people in my life that taught me about friendship. And
I was gonna say that.
But it's cool we teach each other.
Yeah.
When I met Callie, I was kind of like out of a breakup and in a weird point where I knew I wanted female companionship around me, but seeking that out and also maintaining it was something I wasn't great at. And she made it a point without any sort of like hesitation to reach out and connect and make plans with me. And it taught me a lot about how I operate today. And so I'm really grateful for that.
I love that.
Did I miss anything?
I said retweet.
So those are my favorite things about Callie.
I approve this message.
Thank God.
Okay, let me give it a shot.
Okay, here she goes.
Okay, so Paizley, Marie, not her middle name, Laura. She is my bestest friend in the whole world. And if anyone watching knows me throughout my whole life, I've been through many phases and timelines and versions of myself, therefore different phases of friends.
We've been through the shit together.
Yeah.
We rode the waves.
You have been very accepting of my chaos and growth, and you've never judged me. I mean, you've taught me to stop judging people. I had a lot of grace for a lot of things that, looking back, were seemingly insane on my part.
Had some moments, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We got through them.
You inspire me to get the fuck off my couch. You inspire me to, show the light that we have to the world, because I'm afraid of the internet now after all these years being on the internet. And watching you do it so effortlessly and reading through all the comments of everyone that just loves you, I'm like, retweet. You make it seem less scary, and you're just so smart. And you've seen some shit, and you would never know. I mean, obviously you're funnier because of it, but a lot of the shit you've seen would harden a person, and you are not hard, and you are very loving to everyone, and you come with a really cute dog.
Yeah, I didn't just see it. And
Yeah.
then we got Susan. Honey, that was really nice.
Yeah.
That was actually really nice and really sweet. You did great. You didn't need to prepare anything.
you.
That's actually really sweet.
I'm glad you liked it.
I also run a business called Peach Honey, which you'll hear more
I
about
forgot.
later. And that's okay. Because
She's a lot of business things to talk about.
but mostly I'm a big feelings girl. So that was
Yeah.
my favorite
Yeah.
intro because that's all I am. I'm just a big goo ball in this world. We've been best friends for a really long time and have gone through a lot of phases where we've wanted to start this podcast.
I'm so glad we did it.
And we're so glad we didn't because those versions of us, I'm like, I don't know her anymore. And if she got a microphone, whomst is to know what she would say in the world.
we would be in prison.
We would be in jail.
Yeah.
Right to jail
Yeah.
immediately. But I think now, being in our 30s, give some room to women who are probably sharing similar experiences and feel less alone. And then in the broader sense of the world, I think we all feel a little alone right now. And I think we're all doom scrolling and I think we're all kind of freaking the fuck out. And so if we can create kind of a weird little good rabbit hole to fall down, then maybe that's a nice thing.
If you like to listen to people talk while you do all your tasks that you have to do, this could be a good.
Yeah, let us be your BFFs while you
Yeah.
vacuum
Yeah.
or do whatever you
Actually,
need
don't
to do.
vacuum because then you won't be able to hear us.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's actually
Unless
a
you
bad
have
idea.
noise canceling headphones. And then you've thought ahead.
Perhaps Windexing
Yeah.
would be a good task.
Little-
There's many tasks.
Yeah, a little mop, a little squeegee,
A little mop, a little squeegee, a little
Yeah.
drive around town.
a little shimmy, a little shake.
A little shimmy, a little shake. Your girls are here. The girls are here.
So what else are we going to talk about on
Well,
this podcast?
I think, diving into our lore and experiences, though exciting and entertaining, can sometimes be a bit much. So let's keep it light. Let's keep it fun. We want to be funny girls.
Yeah.
So our bits will be never ending.
We're going to definitely talk about pop culture, but not as deep of a dive as y'all are getting in Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively's stuff.
We simply just don't have the
I
time.
will not be reading court documents or filings of any sort.
The only thing I'm reading right now is Cher's autobiography, and that's enough for me.
And all the stuff I send her.
yeah. So we want to keep things fun and
Yeah.
light and just be a safe space for people to come in a time that feels
A little dark.
a little
Dark. So yeah, we're going to talk about the happenings of the week.
and the happenings of the place and the time and maybe the happenings of us, some relationship stuff perhaps.
Ideally, yeah.
I mean, we've been through it.
And I think early to mid 30s is a good time to maybe warn the youth of mistakes.
Help me help you.
Yeah, not that we've mastered the craft because look at us.
Single. Okay.
Smashed it.
What?
But honestly, I think in today's day and age, in the culture we are in, being single is a badge of honor.
I feel lovely about
Yeah.
it. I love being single. Do I want partnership? Yeah, sure. But
we have
because
Susan.
We've got Susan, and because I'm so content being alone, I'm not going to settle for some dusty man.
And it has one pillow and navy sheets with holes in them.
Couldn't be me.
Was me once.
We've all been there. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
We want you to feel less alone because we've all been there.
Yeah. Well, no one has had a unique experience. So
Turns
we're here to highlight that.
I think Callie and I both will tell you that moving to LA in your early 20s, you have this moment where things feel so out of control and so out of your mind. And you're like, I am the only person who has ever been through something like this. And then you start talking to people and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that happened to all of us.
Every breakup, I'm the only person that's ever been through this. Hello. We are very lucky that our crash outs alternate.
I do.
We've never crashed out at the same time,
No.
right? Oh, shit.
Knock on wood.
Except
Yeah.
when our sound thing went off after we recorded for a whole hour.
Then we both almost came unglued.
Yeah, we were like, I quit.
Actually, that's enough. But yeah, I think we've become a really good support system for each other. And so hopefully we can be a little bit of support and love and guidance for other people.
Yeah.
Or not, whatever. It's your life. You're just
Yeah.
living it. And if you just want to come here for giggling, I think that's also really neat and super cool.
We love to giggle. We love to make people giggle.
I think you may be wondering at this point because there's probably a large majority of you that are following us because you know us individually or you've seen our friendship, but you think, how did we get here?
How did they meet?
And
It's a good party trick.
it's a good party trick. This is our favorite bit. Yeah. We met in Las Vegas. I was with a girlfriend. I was fresh off a breakup and just wanting to feel something. I had a friend going to Drake's show at XS and they said, come out. So we did.
And we were with said friend.
Yeah. Callie is with 3 other girls.
2 other girls. 3 of us total, right? I don't remember.
The important thing is that you and I were there.
Yeah. I had a girl group. She had a girl.
Just one.
Yeah.
I didn't have many
we
friends.
outnumbered her. So she walked in fearful.
It's that moment where you meet this group of girls and you're like, this is either going to go horribly wrong or we're going to be best friends.
And it's 2 groups of girls meeting within the confines of the industry. So you never know. how anyone's going to treat anyone.
You really don't.
But we really lucked out. Anyways,
we really lucked
continue.
out. I go up to Cali and I go, "Hi, I'm Paizley." And she goes, "I'm Cali." And I go, "I love that name." And she goes, "Thanks. I got it for my birthday." And I go, "I say that." And that was it. Like the rest was written in history.
We started finishing each other's
sentences and each other's dance moves.
Oh my God. Yeah. You did not stick with me though when a random man at the casino handed me.
Oh yeah, we hit the craps tables with Drake's and Party Next Door before, which was like, hello, what are we even doing here? And some random, very tall man walks up to Callie and said, "Would you like some?" And she went, "Sure." And then he offered it to me and I said, "No."
And I said,
Took it. I'm also at this point in my life in my second year of sobriety. I'm not drinking, so.
And I'm in my second year of complete benderism.
And together we said, "I think
Hello?
this is going to be all right."
Did we just form an alliance?
Did we just form an alliance with you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't take a random substance because I knew I didn't have anything to tailor it. Should I get spooky looking? But we had a great night together.
It was a great night.
It was so fun.
And then instead of being like, "See ya," we got home.
Mhm.
What was our first reunion?
So that was in 2019. I think the first time we got together again was you hosted a paint night at your apartment.
Yes.
Callie did this really wonderful thing where she would have a bunch of girls over and give us all canvases, and then she would be painting a big one really well. And then I would be in the corner being like, "I painted it pink and I did this." And it looked like a fourth grader attacked it.
Which I loved. I would have paid money.
That is actually a really nice thing to say. And so that's how we kind of started flowing. But we met in like late 2019. And so by 2020, March 13th happens in Los Angeles.
You all know,
You were there.
I think.
Or you weren't. And that's what? Where were you? And I was like, "Hey, I think we should have a slumber party this weekend." And that turned into 3 weeks
Yeah.
of her living with me.
We heard quarantine. We're like, okay, cool. We're going to build a fort. We're going to take some slutty photos.
I made homemade gnocchi.
Yeah. She made everything.
We made everything, including our businesses that you see today.
We ideated our businesses.
Yeah.
On not this couch, but the couch that was here. We then were like 3 weeks later. I was like, I should probably go home and do some laundry, or
think we should.
how long is this going to last? Obviously, we're still dealing with it. It seems
Seems like
the
it's
world
so
has never
weird.
been the same.
Never been the same since.
So-
But yeah, that was kind of how we came to be. And it seems crazy that was nearly 5 years ago now. Literally almost at our 5th anniversary of COVID. We're moments away for such a thing.
Oh yeah.
It's February, babe.
Wow. Time flies when everything's a shit show.
Classic.
Anyhoozles.
I think the biggest thing that we really care about with this is being the anti-alpha male podcast.
Yeah. For every 2 bigoted men with microphones,
There's one.
we need to offset it. So ladies, just buy the microphones.
We're restoring the nature's balance.
Yeah.
We want to just keep it
Keep it cool. Keep it fun.
Keep it chill.
Do a little shimmy, a little shake.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Also, this podcast, as life is a living, breathing document. And
Organism.
we will see how it unfolds. We've kind of mapped out our vision for it, but we just
Time
go
will
with it.
tell.
Free will is a hell of a drug.
Free will is a hell of a drug.
We do this alone without the mic, so we might as well let people in as long as they're nice.
Only nice people. This is our octagon, and if you're not nice,
Yeah.
then you can't come here.
But even if you do come here not nice, we fight.
I got a mean left hook.
I have a yellow belt with 2 stripes, actually.
Oh,
But
hell yeah,
I
dude.
think that expires at when you like form your frontal lobe or frontal
How old were you when you got your yellow belt?
like 11.
Hell yeah, dude. Which is like basically last week.
Yeah.
That's really great.
Anyhoozles.
Well, should we have a note from our sponsors?
yeah.
Maybe a note from Kelly.
think-
Do you want to give us a note from our sponsor, Sorry Dad?
Yeah.
And what does Sorry Dad have to say for us today?
Are you feeling slutty and rebellious? Do you need an outlet where you can be both creative and a menace? I bring you Sorry Dad Co.
.co.
Sorry Dad is my little brainchild baby business. Not so baby anymore,
Not
but
a baby at all.
it started as a little art project. We've now grown to have apparel, accessories, home goods, and I also paint your nude. If you send me a photo of your nude, I paint it digitally. And the very first nude I ever did was this beauty, this French girl right here.
Paint me like one of your French
We were
girls.
sitting here during our little COVID sleepover, and I was like, stripped out. I'm kidding. She said, I said, maybe I should paint people's nude. And I was like,
Because why not?
yeah. And then I posted online. I was like, does any other girly pop want one of these? And then the rest is history. And You can find us at sorrydad.co on Instagram. TikTok we're working on.
Yeah, you got to type out the whole thing on Instagram because she does get shadow banned.
Yeah, my account's been taken down 3 times, but we live to see another day.
Anyways, love you, Dad.
To our other sponsor,
Peach Honey. Hi, I'm Paizley. I'm the owner of Peach Honey. Have you thought lately? Peach Honey's here for you. It's like diet weed, basically. Organic Xanax, a little something to take the edge off. And very soon we will have little gummies. We have cute merch, and we are here for you every step of the way. Get gooey with Peach Honey. Thank you so much for coming, and also
give her your money.
Give me all of your money. I buy too much clothes.
I support that message.
I should be clear, I also support her message. Together,
we are sex, drugs, and rock and
roll, baby.
And girl bosses. Gotta do it for the people, you know?
They like it. We hope. Who knows?
Who knows? Is anyone out there?
Papa? Papa, can you hear me? Well, I think I had a really nice time.
Yeah. Apparently, we need a consistent outro every time. Because
according to the internet structure of how to have a good podcast. Oh, I have an idea. How about every time we ask each other one question?
Okay.
If you were a kind of chip, what chip would you be?
Holy moly. You know what? I know what I would have said before.
Before what?
My favorite chip. Actually, you know what?
But what are you as a chip?
Oh. What am I as a chip? For someone who is not allowed to keep snacks in the house, according to myself.
Okay, I think, do you want to say each other's chip? I think I know what you are.
Okay.
I think you're a Tostino's hint of lime.
You know what? I literally, that was the chip I was going to say I loved and was.
I think that's
But then I learned there was milk powder in them and I got mad at them.
You were pissed.
But I still love them.
That was a dark day.
Yeah.
When you learned that there was dairy in those chips.
And you, madame,
what kind of chip
are... What the fuck are you? I would say...
Hello, my darling. Hello. I can get into the form of a chip.
I would say you are... You are a sun chip. Because you're healthy, you're flavorful, and you're as bright as the sun.
Can I do the salsa garden sun chip?
I was literally going to say that. I was literally going to say that because I was just on a flight and they handed that to me and I put it in my mouth and I was like, wow, I haven't had this in so long and wow, it's so good. And really I just couldn't remember the flavor.
Salsa garden.
That's the one.
Garden salsa?
Garden, yeah.
Garden salsa.
Look at us.
Okay, great. Well, welcome to the Lore Zone. We're really happy you came. If you made it through the first episode, mazel. Congrats. Please take a moment to support these girl bosses and follow us on YouTube and Spotify and Instagram.
I'll learn how to put it on the screen. Push all the buttons you can see right now.
Like this.
If you have anything that you want to hear or you want our opinions on or you just want to, talk shit.
Or if you want to say something really nice.
Yeah.
That's okay too. You can comment, comments. You can DM us.
We will have a board meeting about it.
And we will take it into consideration with the board.
Step into the office and we will
review the documents and points of data.
Yeah. And we will address the union said forth in the biblioteca.
In la escuela con los amigos.
That cannot be our sign off, but that is our sign off for today.
And that's what that is. Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.